Holy fuck, it's cold outside. So, I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing today. Okay, so don't mind me. I'm currently like recording in the kitchen, like the dining room, so it's kind of like a disaster here. So, I'm currently doing laundry today, and don't mind my plant. Still don't have a proper camera. I'm using my iPhone. And I don't even know if I'm recording like my audio correctly. I'm recording on my iPad at the moment, and I hope that I'm actually fucking recording. And I'm not. So how do I even know I'm recording? Okay, so okay. Let's try this fucking again. Um I think I'm fucking recording on GarageBand on my fucking iPad, and I figure out how I can fucking hear myself talk through the fucking headphones. I don't fucking know. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so first of all, it's fucking cold outside. Okay, I'm sorry about the fucking camera angle. I don't fucking know. I plan on going. I'm currently doing laundry, so there's like 30 minutes left on the machine, so we'll see how far we get in the video of recording this morning, because then I'm also gonna go to the fucking gym after the laundry's done and put away. I do apologize for taking fucking forever recording the second episode of this video, and I do apologize for technical difficulties and the camera angle and the audio. Yeah, we're just gonna. This is going to be episode 2 of What the Fuck. This just goes with what the fuck is happening with my life. So I'm going to attempt, I have like a list of things to discuss. I hope that the audio still picks up. Welcome to the Jen Show. I promise I won't keep saying the word the entire fucking video. I promise I won't keep saying and here I am. Okay. So, I don't even know where to even begin on this video, but knowing me, this video is going to be like all over the fucking place. And I'm now repeating myself. Anyways, so I don't even, yeah, I'm so confused and lost. I'm sorry about the lighting. The sun came out. But let's go back to where the video in 2021 where I traded my boyfriend in for a puppy. She's around here somewhere. She's 2 now. Her name is Bellatrix, if I already didn't tell you that. I did put up a video at the beginning of 2022 to basically sum everything up of what had happened, and then episode 1 was released of like this little mini series. I don't fucking know where it's going, but we will see. For the past year, since I moved to Beamsville in 2021, November 2021, to which I'll get to that in a minute. I personally find it hard to record for my, again, I'm just making excuses, but not excuses at the same time, because I find it hard for the past year to record anything for my YouTube. Currently nobody's home. I'm the only one home right now. That's why this video is like being taken while I look trashy. I mean, mind you, I always look trashy. Hot, but trashy. But anyways, nobody's home right now, so I'm taking advantage of being home alone and recording this. It's very hard to record record YouTube videos, especially when my boyfriend works in the evenings. And by then everybody gets home, so it's very difficult to record anything because they all want to do their own thing, which is pretty reasonable. So my only chance to record YouTube videos at the moment, while living with, I don't live in Beamsville. I'm currently staying at my boyfriend's apartment while I wait for my apartment. I don't even know what's happening to my apartment anymore while it's being renovated. But anyways, I got evicted because they found that the apartment was too unsafe to live in, so I had to go to, so I'm going to Beamsville, and I'm staying at my boyfriend's house for a little bit and figuring out what's going on with my apartment. They kept saying March, but now it's not looking like it's March anymore, but apparently I'm supposed to be seeing the apartment this month in February, so we will see how that goes. Yeah, so it's very difficult to record anything for my YouTube or my Onlyfans, and there's like really not enough space for me to actually like work. Not like I posted a lot anyways, but like I did post at least a couple of times in a month for if it was playing The Sims 4 or doing a video, like an art video or something. Like I love doing those, and I do want to get back into my podcast and stuff, to which this little is going to be like a different video. Hopefully I can like record that this month to get a couple of videos up in the month of February. But this video is kind of more like I really want to get that done, but we will see what happens before I get in video making. Going back to the video of me trading my boyfriend in for a puppy, I said this last video, but if I don't post it somewhere on the page here or in the description, because I'm not very good at posting links in the video, the YouTube magic, or in the description. I'm not very good at that. You can always go onto my YouTube page, click like, subscribe, the little bell, so you can find. I try to label all my videos very clearly so you can find them easily, but yeah. So going back to that video in March of 2021 where I traded my boyfriend in for a puppy, my ex-boyfriend, you've seen him on my channel multiple times over the last, like in the 7 years we were together. He was an abusive drunk, very abusive, and I didn't really want to bring my puppy home to that environment. Not like he ever harmed Milo, if you guys remember Milo. You guys again can go back into my channel and see little cute videos of him having his own little videos and him being in the videos and stuff like that, so you guys can find and search there. But I didn't want to bring a puppy home to that kind of environment, so my friend Lindsay, where you've seen her on my video a few times as well, she and her boyfriend at the time basically came over and dragged him out, and he's now out of my life. There was some drama with him still a year after, about a year and a half after we broke up, and him not believing that I have a new boyfriend, using that as an excuse to get away from him, blah 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 blah. Typical narcissistic behavior. It may have been like over dramatic and pretty like down to his level of my friend coming over, basically packing up his shit and putting him on the curb. It might have been like shitty behavior, childish behavior, but behind the scenes, if you knew everything, I may go into detail, but it might not go down to like every single detail, and It might not go into great detail of everything, but it was not very good. So that's my justification on that. And it's not even just that, it's the like everything between the abuse and neglect and everything. There was always a consequence. Like if you had to bend to him and take care of him, and there, like, you didn't have to do anything. But then when it was to come to you taking care of you, there was some sort of consequence where it's like he made it known that he was doing you a favor and you had to pay for it. He couldn't just do it. There always had to be stipulations, and it had to be beneficial to him as well. So it's not like, hey, do you mind? It's like, hey, can I borrow $20 for gas? No. But if he needed cigarettes, I had to give him money for cigarettes, but then he didn't have to pay me back. According to him, yeah, it was, that's a different video. But so the weekend before he came home, before the puppy came home, he was gone. Like he had to leave. He played the victim card, as narcissists do. I'm aware that the way he kicked him out was shitty. That was like the second time he was kicked out. Like I threw him out to the curb, and I learned, not really learned, because like being in an abusive relationship, it's very hard to get out of. Like I said, it took like a year and a half after we broke up and he moved out. He was still texting, calling, playing like, oh yeah, I miss you, I'm sorry for everything, blah 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 blah. And when you're like, oh well, thank you for apologizing, I appreciate that, it was instantly turned around. And he was like, oh yeah, well, I'm sorry that I hit you, but I'm sorry that I was a shitty boyfriend, but dot 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 dot. And it was like, but at the same time, when you have been used and abused for years and he refuses to change or acknowledge that there's an issue, and you try to talk to him about any issues, yeah, no. But by the time the puppy came home, all of his shit was gone, and he was out of my apartment. And again, he made it known I did this. It was all of my fault of why the relationship was over. Not acknowledge. I wasn't saying that I'm like the perfect girlfriend, blah 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 blah. But I'm pretty reasonable, and I ask for like the bare minimum in relationships. My standards are here, but my bare minimum, like, you know what I mean? I don't have high standards, but I should after all the shitty people I've dated. And even though I spent years working on myself and trying to communicate with him on the relationship, but he never wanted to hear it, it was always my fault. I'm overreacting, being dramatic. It was my fault that the relationship, that I broke up with him and threw him out. It was my fault, even though I was like, hey, we need to sit down, we need to talk, blah, 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 blah. Like, we need to figure shit out. Like, this isn't going to work anymore. But yeah, over the years, as I'm changing and working on myself, trying to find myself, he stayed the same, even got worse. I was to blame. I gained a shit ton of weight, and he made it known that I gained weight. The feeling that he was gone, and all of his shit was gone, knowing he isn't coming back after all of that, it was great. It's great. It's amazing that he is gone, and I'm still working on the trauma and stuff, to glad that he is out of my life. And as soon as he moved out, I literally like started an OnlyFans page literally that same weekend. As him and his friend was moving him out, I was literally sitting on the couch making an OnlyFans account. Check that out, by the way. I still have my OnlyFans account, and I actually love OnlyFans. I love it, love it, love it. I just wish that I could make OnlyFans as a full-time job instead of a part-time job, because it's literally so much fun. I love it so fucking much. Literally like a month after, sorry, I have to sneeze. Excuse me, sorry. It's been a while since I used my mic, so it's all dusty. But yeah, so after a month that he was moved out, my landlord told me that she was selling the house. I was like, fuck, okay, just my fucking luck. I was just getting my finances sorted out for now, living alone and paying the rent and stuff myself. I just finished paying off my car at the time. Whoop whoop, a couple months prior to that. But anyway, I was getting my bank account, everything, fine, like done deal. And she's like, yeah, no, yeah, you need to move out. I'm like, fuck. So I put up a fight, and my landlord did contact the new homeowners, and they're like, yeah, you know, she can stay, it's fine, and which was great. And I was literally, like I said, I just like broke up, got out of a long-term relationship. I'm now, oh my god, I said again. Sorry. I just got out of a long-term relationship. I was just sorting out my finances, and I have a senior dog and a puppy. Like, I'm not ready to fucking move yet. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, it was great. I was so fucking, like, I had no money because I was just, again, my bank account was still balancing it out. I just started OnlyFans. I just picked up a shit ton of shifts at work. Like at my day job, I can't move yet. Like, what? So I was so happy that my landlord, was able to contact the homeowners, and the homeowners like, yeah, it's fine, you can stay. But unfortunately, September 1st, the new homeowners had to terminate my lease. I was on a month-to-month lease for a little bit. Over the summer when they moved in, they had found that the house was actually unsafe to live in, and when they were coming down to talk to me, they're like, your apartment's not very safe. They started to change a couple of things, updated and stuff, but unfortunately for them to update, like to renovate and make the apartment safe for me to live in, they had to evict me, and I was very upset about that. But at the same time, by September, I was a little bit better, in a bit better place. That same weekend, my car broke down, and I had to drop money on my car to get it fixed. To which I could get my fucking car fixed again now, because cars are great. But anyways, so I had till October 31st to fucking move out, and I was like, okay, well, I'm in a better place now than I was in the spring, kind of in a better place to move. And I was like, fine, fuck you then, I will move. But yeah, it did make a big fucking difference, the 4 extra months of trying to figure shit out after the eviction. They gave me 2 months. I still no money, but I still had OnlyFans, and OnlyFans, I was getting decent money from OnlyFans, and I'm still getting decent money from OnlyFans, which did actually help so fucking much. You don't believe the passive income you get from OnlyFans. This should be like a drinking contest. Like, take a shot for every time I say and OnlyFans in this video and but. You would probably be plastered by the end of this fucking video. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but you'll probably be on the fucking floor by the time I am done talking. So OnlyFans was able to, the money I earned from OnlyFans, I was able to, which helped me out into saving money and also finding a place basically, because my day job, I was like, I'm still living paycheck to paycheck, but it is better. My finances have gotten so much better since my ex-boyfriend disappeared from my life. Coincidence on that, isn't it? Just saying. As soon as he left, all of a sudden my finances started getting better. I started going back to, like, I still have money at the end of each paycheck, but it's not, like, entirely fucking gone. Isn't that weird, or a coincidence, isn't it? So, I do have, since I'm on OnlyFans, I am on dating sites. I do have a boyfriend, but my dating sites do help gain OnlyFans, like fans for my page. I blindly matched with someone I met when I was about, I think, 14 or 15, when I was doing a babysitting job in a town, which was great, and we started talking, and we realized that, like, hey, we know each other, and I explained to the person, I matched with them, and I explained, like, hey, this is my situation. They're like, oh, okay, well, the place that I live in, we need somebody to move in upstairs. So, yeah, so I was like, oh, okay. They explained that, like, I would have, like, the whole main floor for this much money, and it'd be like 3 bedrooms, a parking spot in the driveway. Oh, okay, great. And it was perfect for both my dogs, right? It'd be perfect training for my puppy. I can teach her boundaries, and we can work on her listening skills, blah, 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 blah. It was fucking great. It was steal. So a couple hours go by, and I'm supposed to go look at the place the following day, and he's like, well, I'm sorry, my person that I'm living with, they gave it to somebody else. And I was like, what the fuck, but you just promised me this place. And then we came to an agreement that I can share the upstairs with 2 other people. And I was like, okay, there were a couple, and they have 2 dogs, and I was like, fine. But when I moved in, they had taken over 2 bedrooms and the shed, which was fucking bullshit. But we're all paying the same price, and there's 2 of them. So we had to split everything 50-50, which I thought it was fucking bullshit, because I think that because you're using more space, it should be divided equally, but no. They were junkies. So by New Year's, that was fucking fun. So literally like 3 weeks later, in November, mid-November, like the 18th, unfortunately, I had to put Milo down. It got to the point where he was howling, like we were sitting in the same fucking room, and he was howling and like you were sitting, like he was sitting right here. I had to make this tough choice and put him down. It was hard. Then by Christmas, the 2 junkies, they were gone. They moved out. So then downstairs, they had a friend stay with them, and they asked if they could take one of the bedrooms upstairs. And I was like, okay, cool. So by the end of January, they were sleeping in the one bedroom, and we finally got the junkies' clothes moved out, and like we put all their shit in one room, and we finally put it in the shed. Then my person that I was talking to move in, he moved upstairs, and I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" I don't know. Maybe I'm overreacting on this, but at the time I didn't really have a choice but to agree to move in because I had to go somewhere. Like, I had nowhere else to go, and I did not want to go back home to my parents' house because fuck that shit. But anyways, so I moved, so whatever. And then it was actually split equally after that point because I did put up a fuss. But I was basically the only one cleaning, and nobody else washed their dishes, nobody else fucking cleaned up after themselves. It was fucking bullshit. So, I was whining and crying to my boyfriend that my current boyfriend, I fucking hate living there. And by mid-April to the end of April, I was staying here. In beginning of May, I started staying here at my boyfriend's apartment with his roommate. And then by June, I had gone and collected all of my stuff and moved out because I wasn't dealing with it anymore. The amount of money I saved on gas, rent, bills, it's fantastic. I'm paying a fraction of for rent and bills. Like, I just pay a fraction of what I was paying out there, and even like a fraction of the gas that I was spending, because like, have you looked at the fucking gas prices? Oh my god. So yeah, it was financially, I would rather live here and deal with like me trying to record a video in the living room and nobody's fucking home. My boyfriend had to go to work this morning, so I actually have the apartment to myself, and it's great. It's fucking great. Don't get me wrong, I'm very grateful that my boyfriend's roommate's like, yeah, just come stay with us until your apartment is ready, or you figure out what you and your boyfriend are doing for a living. And I'm like, okay, cool. My apartment is supposed to be ready in March, but the landlord's like, no. Let's just say, even though I'm very grateful for my boyfriend and his roommate letting me stay here for the past 9 months, I'm very grateful. I just can't wait to have my own personal apartment back and my own personal space. It does make a difference. Living in the area I work where I work is very close. It doesn't take me very long or whatever. But yeah, it does make a very big difference to live and work in the same area and not have to drive 2 hours just to come into the city to work. And OnlyFans is one of those like side gigs to have extra money a month to be able to save to get my art supplies, to be able to get things like, I now have an iPad. I've always wanted an iPad to like digital art. Makes my art a little bit better. Just in general, I love pen and paper, like using pencil and paper, but the difference of digital art and being able to expand myself is so much fucking better. Otherwise, besides all the above drama, I've been drawing and working a lot on art, and digital. I've taken up oil painting and learning how to use oil paints. Still learning there. In digital art, so good. But you can also check out my Instagrams and my OnlyFans. But I will leave the links in the descriptions below for, I don't know, our fucking summer here. Check out my Instagrams. I have 2 Instagrams, at the Jen Show and at Princess Peach for my OnlyFans Instagram and for just my Instagram for art. Check those things out, and if you want to check out my OnlyFans, check it out. I also have Fansly now. There's a girl that I follow. I've been following her for years, and she started Fansly. I'm not too sure how to post on Fansly, but I do have a Fansly account, so check that out. I don't fucking know, but I'll try to figure out how to add the buttons here. I don't fucking know. But yeah, otherwise I'll try and post the links down below, but do check out my Instagrams and stuff, and stay tuned. I don't know what else to like. Oh, well, like I said, I was supposed to be moving in March, and that's not gonna fucking happen now. I'm not too sure when I'm moving or what I'm even doing with myself. If you want, I don't know, I was thinking of posting of what I'm doing with my life, like goals for 2023, what I'm doing with my OnlyFans, Fansly. I was thinking of doing podcasts again. I do have Patreon if you guys want to follow me on Patreon and help me support my art career there, because I would love to be a full-time artist and full-time on OnlyFans. When I'm not at my day job, I literally spend, like today's Friday, it's my day off, I spend most of my day writing, working on OnlyFans, and a lot of artwork. So if you guys don't mind following, liking, subscribing, all of the above, and otherwise subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you are new, hit the bell button so you get a reminder of when I finally actually fucking post. I'm trying on working on posting more. And so you don't miss anything new, hit the like button and make sure you share today's video so more people can see that my life's a fucking shit show. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video. Bye.